Всем привет! Звук вроде есть, так что все окей. Ну, я думаю, что я начну где-то через 9 минут. Вот. Надо открыть все чаты. Еще надо собраться и наваять, конечно, переписать чатик, чтобы он поддерживал YouTube и, соответственно, Twitch, новая IP Twitch. Но я как-нибудь уж соберусь и сделаю это, господа. Сейчас, когда будет настроение, покодить на Node.js, потому что у меня чатик на ноде сделан. Привет, Бриджтролл, привет, Механика, привет, Видал. Ну, давайте подождем чуть-чуть и скоро начнем. Алукарт, привет. Хоть кому-то дварфы зашли, а то что-то я смотрю вообще по 3 человека смотрят на стримах. Меньше, чем Веснот. Так что совсем как-то не идет. Ну, в общем, после дварфов, как мы их закончим, мы где-то прошли уже 30% игры. Так что я думаю, что на неделе стримов, ну, только завтра, наверное, будет. А потом уже в субботу, потому что там много работы. Так что я немножко пропаду. На следующих выходных, я думаю, пройдем уже практически полностью. Ну и после дварфов, я думаю, что Unity of Commons снова. Не, Бриджтролл, он короткий, они короткие. Мы прошли уже 30% за 3 стрима. И то там стримы такие были. Я сражался с интерфейсом, с чатиками, с рестримами и со всем прочим. Вот. Так что ты пессимист. О, Адамс, привет. Тебя вообще не видно, не слышно было 100 лет. Как дела? А как у меня тротлится качественно лаптоп? Прям вообще. Вроде в комнате не жарко. Да я на Твиче не особо стримлю, я больше на ГГ. И тут у меня был перерыв годовой по стримам. Ну, даже больше, 1,5 года. Вот. Ну, давайте еще пару минут подождем и продолжим. Завтра, я думаю, если все хорошо будет, если я себя нормально буду чувствовать, то тогда разборы демок Веснота с Ладдера будут. Вот. Но я хочу каждую неделю делать такой стрим по разбору последних демок с Ладдера, с турниров и со всего прочего. Ну, как вот я на прошлой неделе делал. Так что завтра, скорее всего, будем разбирать демки. Продолжим Dwarves уже на следующих выходных. Ну, а сегодня, вот, я думаю, часа 2 поиграть. Ну, как обычно где-то, чтобы положить это в одну серию. Вполне неплохо, но иногда приходится спать по ночам. Ну да, но у меня же -2 сейчас, как бы. То есть у меня еще без Без 29. Так что да. Ну вот, а как закончим Dwarves, я думаю, что будет Unity of Command. Да пройдем теперь уже вторую кампанию. Так, ну ладно. Собственно, поехали. В этот раз я плашку не забыл выключить. Отлично. Сейчас я пока тут начинаю. Вы напишите, все ли нормально со звуком. Игры там и всего прочего. Может, тут какой-то квест есть? О, можно с этими поговорить.
Your Highness.
Такой он тролль.
Heir apparent? What do you know? Spit it out.
A slight expression of guilt flits briefly across Boindale's face, but he's soon back to his old self.
A scholar as I king has something to it. You'll certainly have our votes, that's for sure.
Boindale nods in agreement.
As High King, you could unite the kingdoms and get them to do battle against Nod-On.
You look at your friends and aren't really sure whether they are trying to pull your leg or not.
I can't be High King. I got all my knowledge from books and you're pulling my leg, right?
The twins' grins grow ever wider, and it would seem they can hardly contain themselves.
Just talk to High King Gundrabur and Belendalin. They will explain everything.
Привет, Дравнар. Так.
High King Gundrabur seems, well,
old? He is ancient, even by Dwarvish standards. He has been old for as long as I can remember. Belendalin has taken care of most matters for dozens of cycles. But Gundrabur always has the final word. His mind is younger than all of ours, I tell ya. Belendalin should become High King. I was there when a runt took his arm. He still managed to kill half a dozen of them afterwards. What fighting spirit! We had to drag him off the battlefield. The law requires that a firstling or a fourthling must be chosen as the new king of all dwarves. And, as the firstlings didn't turn up...
Видал дом, спасибо. Все нормально со звуком.
For the first time, you have the chance to appreciate the beauty of the place. You suddenly forget what you wanted to say.
I've never seen such masterful masonry. To be honest, I didn't even know that stone could be worked in such a way.
Ha ha ha! The secondlings are the best masons of all the kingdoms. That's how Fracas made us. Well, he made some of us into warriors too.
Boindale glances at his brother, and he laughs with satisfaction while looking around the hall himself.
I think I'll continue to look around.
Don't get lost. And tonight, we will finally drink a lovely dark ale in the glowing anvil.
Так. Можно куда-нибудь пойти. То есть понятно, что я могу пойти туда, но вдруг какой-нибудь сайд-квест какой-нибудь валяется. Тут чертог, оказывается, был. Я не туда вошел, извините.
Andikai, what is it?
I came to return these books to you, Tungdil. Luckily, I was able to make sense of most of it.
You observed how the Mager took time to study the books during your escape.
They are records from the Outer Lands. They tell of demonic beings from Barren Ground who can take possession of humans and invest them with great power.
Immortality, for example?
The Mager nods seriously.
They speak of an axe forged by the Undergrounders called Keenfire. It is said to have the power to cut through the flesh and bone of the living and completely destroy the demonic spirit deep within their soul.
Дробнар, ну вот Silent Hunter я стримил На прошлой неделе. Так, ты считаешь, что... Угу. Окей.
So you think a demon from the outer lands has taken possession of Nudin?
He looked very different when I encountered him in Parista, and he rose from the dead even though you cut off his head. That can't be explained purely through the power of the perished land.
And he wanted to prevent these books from falling into our hands. That would only make sense if Keenfire had the power to defeat him.
Так.
Do you know these undergrounders?
I have never heard of the Undergrounders, but I've been to the Outer Lands before.
It must be terrible. The hordes of Tion have marched from there against our strongholds for thousands of years.
It's not as bad as you think. It is certainly safer than a land in which a magus possessed by a demon is on the loose.
Where is this Keenfire?
I don't know if this weapon was ever forged. It requires rare materials and masterful craftsmanship. The purest, hardest steel, stone barbs decorated with runes, a hilt of Sigurdaisy wood, inlays made of all the noble metals, the blades studded with diamonds, smithed in the hottest forge.
We are dwarves. We have the most talented craftsmen.
And you have the Sigurdaisy wood. It is amongst the objects in your rucksack, which is fortunate as there are no more Sigurdaisies in Girdlegard. But even if you manage to forge the axe, it might all be just a fairy tale. It's too little to wager our lives on.
Вот интересно, это как раз про те артефакты, которые он с собой таскает.
We can get all the missing materials, as well as a gem cutter, here in the stronghold. After all, Gandagar and his fourthlings are here. A stonemason from the secondlings, and I can smith.
The Maga looks at you thoughtfully, and for a short time it seems as though your enthusiasm is rubbing off on her. But then she says,
I wish you good luck, Tungdil.
You still want to leave Girdlegard, but what will happen to your realm and all the other realms?
I admire your optimism, my friend, but it isn't wise to stand in the way of a rolling stone. I don't wish to give up my realm, but I would only be prolonging the suffering unnecessarily.
But
you don't want to let the last Maga in Girdlegard go. Unfortunately, you can't think of anything that could cause her to stay.
Many thanks, Honourable Maga, for all that you have done. A variety of cheeses, pickled cave mushrooms, toasted vault moss, and some smoked sausage. Mmm.
The intense smell of the cheese makes your mouth begin to water.
Гномы и еда — это нечто.
Garen found an answer to the threat. Keenfire. No matter how difficult it is to forge it, we must do it. We don't know of anything else that could injure a demon.
Привет, Эмрин.
Sigurdaisy wood. Very rare. I guess Lot Yonan wanted it to examine or experiment with.
You are exhausted from your adventurous journey, but it would be impolite to just go to bed if the High King is waiting for you.
Окей. Туда я не могу пройти, просто мне не дают. Я понял. Класс. Ну вот, конечно, некоторая линейность немножко раздражает здесь. Но это же не чистая RPG, это скорее все-таки реал-тайм тактика со смарт-паузой и сюжетом, как-то так.
Tongdil, come closer.
The power that the old High King radiated when he called the assembly to order has drained away from him. His body is sunken in the throne, but his eyes are alert and interested as he looks at you.
The lost son returns to his people. Thank Vracus. Tell us what you learned on your journey.
You describe your adventure down to the smallest detail. Neither the king nor his advisor interrupts you. From time to time they nod, as though they were already aware of certain facts. Their brows become more furrowed with every passing minute. When you are finished with your story, you also have some questions.
I don't want to appear ungrateful, and I'm happy to finally be among my people, but I will not ascend the throne. I hardly know anything about our customs and laws. Everything that I know, I have learned from books that Lot Yonan gave me. There must be more suitable heirs than me.
Your announcement honors you. But to be honest, you never had a claim. To stop Gandagar, we had to stall for time.
Lot Yonan helped us with our little story. We don't even know if you are a fourthling.
The king's advisor misinterprets your unbelieving gaze and quickly adds,
We're only being as deceitful as goblins for one solitary reason. To stave off possible harm to our people.
You feel as though you've been hit in the stomach. If this is true, not only have you lost your newly found kingdom, but Master Lot Yonan also didn't see it as necessary to inaugurate you in the conspiracy.
В общем, тут все не так просто. Бричтролл пишет «Возвращение блудного хирдника». Да, именно так. Привет, Грагнир.
What game is being played here?
Gandagar, as king of the fourthlings, is to supersede me as High King, but his mind is poisoned with hatred towards the elves. He would probably win a war against them, but he would weaken us, and Girdlegard would not be helped by this. I was hoping for a great coalition with the elves, and even with the thirdlings. I would have given anything to start the negotiations. In times of great need, only the common goal can count.
And which role have you planned for me?
Well, with you as a second aspirant, certain possibilities of protocol open up to us.
Механика пишет «Хирдник скоро гренится в канунга». Может быть, может быть. Грагнер пишет «Расскажи вкратце, что с сюжетом». Грагнер, ну, во-первых, есть записи на ютубе, так что ты можешь посмотреть. Во-вторых, в общем, вкратце, главный протагонист воспитывался у волшебника. Волшебник его спас в детстве, и он вырос кузнецом, читающим книжки, в общем, таким домоседом. И потом в какой-то момент волшебник всучил ему кучу артефактов и отправил его к своему ученику. В этот же момент на королевство, вот это потаенные земли, напали альвы, и орки, и гоблины, и еще много всех. И оказалось, что эти артефакты, они могут остановить, соответственно, это вторжение. Еще там как-то завязан верховный маг, который предал всех остальных пятерых, то есть там 6 магов, шестерка магов, и верховный маг предал остальных пятерых, и вот как-то все там завязано с интригой. А вторая ветвь интриги — это то, что, оказывается, главный герой у нас наследник трона. Но на самом деле, как вы только что услышали, что его не собираются, естественно, сажать на трон. Его просто хотят использовать, чтобы притормозить немножко основного претендента, чтобы он раньше времени не сел на трон и не объявил войну эльфам. Потому что в момент вторжения еще воевать с эльфами никому не надо.
Why is Gandagar so full of hatred towards the elves?
Гандагар — это второй
His
претендент.
father and brother were murdered by elves. At least that's what's claimed.
No one knows the truth, just as no one knows how true this report about the fifthlings is. But isn't it strange that this letter has turned up now, just when it can play into the hands of the elf haters? Many dwarves' hatred towards the elves is great. Perhaps even greater than their honesty.
Да, вот этот вот Гандагар, как раз в прошлой серии, что называется, он объявил, что у него есть доказательство, некое письмо о том, что именно эльфы поспособствовали падению барьера и нападению альвов, и гоблинов, и орков, и огров на потаенный мир. Так что вот так вот.
I understand why you want to prevent a High King Gandagar. He would be blind to our real problems.
Gandagar's only liability is that he lets Bislipper whisper dark thoughts in his ear. The advisor is the problem, not the king.
A problem that I am fortunate enough not to have.
The High King smiles weakly at his advisor.
Gandagar is a good dwarf and a good king, and I am certain he could also be a good High King if he was free of Bislipper's lies and false advice.
Привет, человек с непроизносимым ником. Так.
Your plan has a flaw. Even if I were to light up, I couldn't win. No one on the council will vote for me.
You don't have to win.
Belendolin points to the Steelies in the throne room.
It's written in our laws that the High King can oppose an heir if he isn't elected unanimously. He can then demand a duel or a contest in order to determine the winner.
Such a
Отличный
contest
поединок.
could take weeks, if not months, and it would win us some time.
What kind of contest would you have us compete in? Gandagar is surely superior to me in many things.
Everyone in the council will write a task on a piece of paper, and from them the contest will be drawn.
And this only once you have made a speech and have won over as many as possible in the council to your side. The more sympathetic the council is towards you, the higher the chances of a contest that fits your abilities.
Speech? You're beginning to like this whole thing less and less.
Is this really the best for our people? If you cannot dissuade Gandagar from carrying out his plans, it could end in a fraternal war.
Don't worry. We'll open up his eyes and he will recognize the malice of his feigned friend. We just need time, and you must gain it for us.
All right then. I am ready to do it. But I will need all of your support.
You can be certain of it, Tungdil.
Belendolin smiles at you encouragingly.
You say Andakai may have found a way to defeat Nodon, and she suspects that the Magus is possessed by a demon from the Outer Lands. It may be possible to kill this demon with an axe called Keenfire. I have commissioned armor that is worthy of a prince. It will be delivered to your chamber by sunrise.
You say goodbye with a queasy feeling in your stomach. You always thought that you were articulate, but the prospect of having to make a speech in front of the large council doesn't exactly fill you with elation.
Кстати, Нодон это главный злодей. Ну, как он, бывший глава Совета магов, в общем. Смотрите,
The
чак.
coal fire is lit when the kingdoms meet for council. It has lain dormant much too long, until it was finally lit again a few days ago. Vracus, who made the dwarves of stone, has himself been hewn from stone by these self-same dwarves. A masterly piece of work, like one of which only the masons of the Secondlings can still accomplish today. Even for a dwarf, High King Gundraber is very old. His long white beard suggests 500 or more cycles. He seems weak, but when you talk to him, you feel an aura of grandeur. The High King's advisor has the build of a warrior. His eyes are like those of a bird of prey, and you can see a keen intellect behind them.
Что-то они тут замышляют вообще, на самом деле. Я думаю, что-то не
You skim
договаривают.
over the ornate runes and look for the passage that Gundrabor and Belendalin told you about.
If there is more than one candidate from a kingdom, and none can bring together all of the votes for themselves in a ballot, the High King can decide whether to declare the candidate with the most votes the winner, or to have the candidates compete in a contest to determine the victor.
Так, хорошо. Больше вроде нечего осматривать. Там еще можно с нашими, я не знаю, как друзьями, сотоварищами по ходу поговорить. Мне кажется, если...
Ah, Tungdil, what is it?
Andakai deciphered what was written in the books that Garen wanted to send to Turga the Fairfaced. They tell of a demonic threat from the Outer Lands and how it can be stopped. Nudin cannot be killed by normal weapons, but Undergrounders have developed a weapon that might be able to do it. Keenfire.
Undergrounders? What's that supposed to mean?
You shrug your shoulders.
Maybe there are dwarves in the Outlands too. Either way, they have described how this magical weapon can be made.
If it's got anything to do with magic, the weapon cannot be dwarfish. We shouldn't go anywhere near it.
Nudin fears the books. I believe that Keenfire is our best chance of stopping him. The High King and his advisor don't know where I come from either. But they only want to use me to delay Gandagar's coronation and ultimately prevent war with the elves.
Whatever happens, we will stand by your side, Scholar.
You're not sure whether the moral support of your friends will be much use in a contest with Gandagar, but it feels good not having to go through the whole thing on your own.
I think I'll continue to look around.
Don't get lost. And tonight, we will finally drink a lovely dark ale in the glowing anvil.
I think I first need to organize my thoughts before I can talk to them.
Понятно.
You are looking forward to the first proper bed for weeks. You undress and lie down. Before you know it, your eyes close and you fall asleep. When your new armor is brought to you the next morning, you can hardly believe your eyes. However, as a smith, you can't stand the fact that you haven't contributed anything to it, and decide to add some inlays.
Even one who wears the armour of a prince can still be a farrier underneath it, don't you think, Tungdil Bolafar?
А, вот это как раз советник первого претендента на престол. Давайте так.
Just like a snake in elegant clothing is still a snake.
Ignoring your question, Bisleypur eyes you very exactly before he speaks.
So, you want to be one of our kingdom? A foundling brought up by a wizard? One wouldn't think it possible. And I don't think it possible either. There is no proof of your origin, and Gandagar's the council on his side. Why don't you spare yourself the disgrace and just not turn up in front of the council? Put your scheme to bed, and we will take you into our kingdom. We will give you everything you need your whole life long. In exchange, you support Gandagar instead of challenging him.
Да-да-да, Бриджтролл.
Proof? Oh, you mean like your letter that has been found after 1,000 cycles and makes the elves responsible for the fall of the Fifthlings?
It is no secret that the elves are deceitful. And what could possibly be more suited to get one over on us than letting the perished land in and presenting us as the scapegoat?
The elves have been displaced by the perished land and are now almost eradicated.
I said they are deceitful, not wise.
Так.
Children of the Smith cannot be silenced.
You are a dwarf, I confess, but no fourthling can remember a dwarf child ever going missing.
And you know thousands of the fourthlings personally, and know exactly where they live in the mountains, what they're planning, or what small tragedies take place in their lives?
You have a sense that all the long evenings in the library and debating with Lot Yonan weren't for nothing, as Bislipper struggles for a reply, then lets it go.
And what if I don't withdraw my candidacy?
You wish to stand against your own king? A stray dwarf offending a deserving leader such as Gandagar through his claim? No one in the Brown Range will like that. Prepare yourself for life as an outsider among the fourthlings.
You have had enough of this dwarf.
Борода,
He makes
конечно,
you
у него.
feel uneasy, or worse still.
На Дэвид Джонса похож.
Out!
A humanized bastard will not issue
так
me
нет.
orders. Know your place, false dwarf.
Нифига себе, офигел. Он его обжег или отравил, я не понял, вот это странно очень.
Some of the gold has left a coin-sized mark on the back of your hand. It hurts, but you like the idea that a bit of the metal you love is now part of you. The armor has been made by a
Ну
master.
да. Угу.
Over the chainmail is steel plate,
Ты прав,
alloyed with
механик.
gold in many places, which certainly appeals to you.
Кислота пролилась,
There are
которую он
also several
вытравливал.
decorative elements made of stone to honor its origin in the kingdom of the best stonemasons. You had just finished setting the last inlay, the seal of Lot Yonan, who brought you up and is gone, when Bislipper interrupted you.
Да, мне вот тут в чате подсказывает, да, я что-то затупил. Правильно, он же гравировал. Естественно, там кислота и золото, и все это пролилось на руки. Угу.
Not only is it worthy of a king and fits me like a glove, but it should also offer me additional protection in battle.
Отлично он надел. Так, все? Да, идем.
That is why I, too, lodge a claim to the throne and why I think I am the more capable heir.
Thank you for your speech, Tungdil Bolafar. The council may now ask questions.
Yes, the dwarf from the Secondling Kingdom over there.
You say that a war against the elves would be madness. But how can such a young dwarf as you judge that? You've hardly seen anything of the world, has he?
Так. Это вот неожиданно. Какое-то подобие головоломки или еще чего-то. Так, хорошо. Если ему это будет лучше, ну не лучше, наш долг. Давайте
It
так.
is true. There is much that I only know from books. But it is written that it is our duty to defend and protect Girdlegard, and that includes the elves. And don't the elves have the same enemy as we do? They could stand by us in battle. Why should we play into the hands of the enemy by attacking them, rather than working against the enemy together?
That is true.
He's right. The words of a clever warrior.
But the pointy ears hate us, and we hate them too. What is it they say again? My enemy's enemy is my friend.
Yes? Your question?
just so I get this right, you want to forge a weapon that is described in a book of fairy tales from the perished land to kill a demon that none of us has ever seen?
I have most definitely seen it, Goimgar, Yellow Belly Shimmerbeard.
Так.
The Maga Andikai the Tempestuous translated the text, and she thinks we could kill the demon with Keenfire.
So, now we're going to listen to Magi? Are we to risk our lives in the hope that she translated this text correctly and isn't just following her own agenda? I thought it was the Magi's fault that we're in this mess in the first place.
I don't know if you can say that per se.
Didn't this Tungil grow up with a Magus too?
Right? You can't trust the Magi.
It is their fault that the barrier fell. I don't trust them.
Поиванулся.
Bislipper?
Nothing you say will convince anyone here. You didn't grow up amongst us, and no one knows if you really are a fourthling. I do not believe there has ever been a more unworthy heir to the throne of the High King. You are just wasting our time.
Так.
It's true. I have nothing to present to you regarding my lineage that would eliminate all doubt. But is that really important? Shouldn't my deeds count for more than my lineage? Let me prove what I can achieve.
As long as he's capable.
Well, when you put it that way.
Lineage is important.
And if you aren't capable of anything?
I have heard enough. The council has heard the words of both candidates and must now make its decision. Those of you who wish to see Tungdil Bolafar, the returning son from the Fourthling Kingdom, as my successor, raise your axe.
Достаточно много.
And those who wish to see Gandagar Silverbeard from the Silverbeards, the king of the Fourthlings, as my successor.
Но
Gandagar has received more votes.
Very good.
Excellent.
Here's to Gandagar!
Long live our new High King!
However, the result was not unanimous, and as acting High King, I avail myself of my right to demand a contest between the aspirants.
What is this?
But he won the ballot.
It's the rules. The High King has the right to do so.
Respect! He is still the High King.
Silence!
You have heard the High King's command. Write down your challenge for the aspirants.
Норм, достаточно было одного топора, говорит Видл.
The one that masters this task
Привет,
first will
Диамет.
become the High King. It is an expedition. The trial is to lead a group to forge the axe Keenfire in the Grey Range, which can then be used to fight against the Magus Nod On.
An expedition into the perished land?
Ha ha! Brilliant!
You can't be serious.
That's what I call a worthy challenge, don't you think?
I call it luck, Scholar. Of all the challenges, Bislipper draws this one.
Yes. Luck.
But, my king, don't demand this of me. Why me, of all people?
You are one of my best gem cutters, and I promise to support him. It should be a fair contest. Or should I break my word just because of you?
But...
You will go, Goimgar Shimmerbeard. Do not put us to shame. Follow Tungdil's instructions. Go! And come back in good health.
And with that, our group is complete.
Who have you chosen as Mason?
Good day, gentlemen.
Bavragar? The old drunkard?
Old drunkard? He assured me he's the best stonemason here. The High King himself sent him.
Well, I said I was precisely the stonemason you need. I didn't exactly say I was sent by the High King.
You let yourself be tricked by a drunkard.
I don't want him with us.
Rest assured,
Смотрите на его нос.
Boindale, I too could imagine better company. But Tungdill gave me his word.
Yes, I gave you my word. And as long as you are capable of doing the stonework needed for Keenfire, you are welcome. Girdlegard is at stake here.
I wish you no ill fortune, Tungdill. But also, no good fortune. The throne belongs to me. And through my victory, Vracus will show the clans.
The task is clear to the contenders? The first to forge Keenfire and bring it back here has proven his abilities and will be our new High King to lead us in battle against Nod-On.
It will take months to complete the task. The journey to the Fiflings alone is a long and dangerous business.
Dangerous, yes, but not necessarily long. Do you know the old tunnel system that connects the Dwarven kingdoms?
Tunnels are all well and good, but why should we get there so much quicker under the ground than over it?
A knowing smile plays on the mouth of the advisor.
Well.
То есть нам, во-первых, всучили самого трусливого ювелира в подземном королевстве, а в качестве каменщика у нас просто проходится... А, понятно, я понял.
Pretty impressive what our forefathers achieved here, isn't it?
The kingdoms all work together. If we do the same, nothing is impossible.
Hear, hear.
I still don't understand why you tricked me and why you were so set on coming with us.
I have been the Master of Stone for more than 200 sun cycles. My work is admired all over Girdlegard. There has never been a better secondling mason than me. But today, I don't want to be remembered as a drunkard with the chisel trembling in my hand, but as Bavragor Amethyst, undefeated Master of Stone who brought Keenfire to life. One last masterpiece.
I hope you understand me asking, but there seems to be bad blood between you and Boindale.
It's nothing that will endanger our mission. We've just always hated each other.
Отлично, он еще и с Боиндилом не в ладах.
Bavragor doesn't react. His gaze is directed towards events that took place a long time ago.
You really should rein in your drinking. We need you in good shape.
There are some who say I'm only the master of beer and not the master of stone anymore. But don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I can't forget, no matter how much I drink. I wonder why we haven't seen any sign of Gandagar recently. Perhaps they took a wrong turn somewhere. I'm sure we'll reach the Fifling Kingdom before them.
We're not on the way to the Fiflings. We are on the way to the Firstlings. We're probably already under the land of the Custodian.
The Firstlings? Why?
The Firstlings have been the best smiths in Girdlegard since the Fiflings were wiped out. Only they can alloy Tionium and Palladium, which are actually mutually repellent. Anyway, we could use all the help we can get in the battle against Nod-On, and...
Приехали. Ну, я ждал чего-то такого от этой игры.
Damn. Goimgar.
Где ювелир-то? А, вот ювелир.
It burns!
We won't get further this way, Scholar. What now?
It's all your fault, you imposter. I was nearly killed, and for what?
It is good that you are still alive. We need you for our mission.
So you can steal a throne that doesn't belong to you?
Hatred glints in the gem cutter's eyes, and for a moment, you think he's going to attack you with the courage of desperation.
I'm not interested in the title of High King. I am trying to save Girdlegard. Even if you don't believe anything else, you must believe this.
I don't have to believe anything. I am here against my will. My own thoughts are my only remaining right.
Enough! Gather up all the materials we can still save. If we manage to reach the Firstlings, we can get anything we're missing there. And it should be less than 200 miles to their stronghold.
Окей. «46 минут стрима и сплошные
After
вообще
you've gathered
ни одного
together the
файта».
materials, you begin to search for a way out. And after a sweaty climb, you reach a door adorned with runes. From here, you enter a large cave with a waterfall covering a sun-drenched opening. You walk through the waterfall one after another, and after the unintentional shower, you find yourselves in Wayan, near the enchanted realm of Oramira. You find yourselves on a plateau, and the river which falls as a waterfall here hides the entrance to the underground rail network. It then flows past a forest, behind which you can see a wall and tiled roofs. You check the map.
That must be Mithridatia. We'll go through the forest to the city and see if we can refresh our supplies and buy some ponies.
Так. Нам нужно сюда. И... Ой, да тут нормально квестов, честно говоря. Но я думаю, что будем заходить во все. В смысле, побочки тоже будем делать. Потому что она и так не очень длинная. Так что... Пойдемте так.
Boindale strikes up song during your hike. A short while later, Bavrigor joins in. But rather than actually singing along, he tries to outdo Boindale with his own songs. When he finally strikes up a love song, Boindale becomes absolutely livid. You take the stonemason to one side and ask him if he's doing it on purpose.
Of course I'm doing it on purpose.
Конечно, нарочно.
I'm gonna make him suffer the whole journey.
Can't go on like this.
Два
We
тролля в
can't fight
отряде.
amongst ourselves
Хоть и
and
гномы.
save Girdlegard.
You take a short break before you dare breach the roots of the problem.
It's to do with a woman, right?
Not in the way you might think. Smeralda was my sister. A young thing of only 40 cycles.
Bavrigor takes a large swig of his liquor before he continues.
She was almost as belligerent as Boindle, and she got it into her blockhead to stand by him in battle. A bad decision.
You can see the pain he is suffering in his eyes. You place a hand on his shoulder and put him under no pressure to carry on.
Так, идем
The
так.
constant bickering between Boindale and Bavrigor distracts you. Goimgar
Отлично.
hears
Орки.
the clanking of armor first.
Something's coming!
Before you know it, the orcs are charging towards
Поехала.
you over a hillside.
Конечно. Только я сказал, что сплошной квест вообще. Так, ну, конечно, вот этого мы не берем. Хотя он 8 левел. Вроде такой крутой чувак. А что у него есть? Значит, можно выманивать нападающих, удар щитом, укрытие. Отлично, укрытие. Ну, заползает под щит. Пассивная способность Гоимгара никто не любит. Он автоматически привлекает внимание врагов. Слушайте, это же идеальный тролль. В смысле танк. Ну вы поняли. Не, ну ладно, я, конечно, его... Ну пока давайте попробуем вот так. А что у этого? разрубающий удар и могучий удар. А еще он ранение не наносит ущерба здоровью. Можно брать только 4 гномов, да. Я не знаю, вот он какой-то бесполезный. Я думаю, может все-таки взять вот этого чувака. Он отлично как танк сойдет. Давайте попробуем так. Ага, то есть тут опять довести всех героев. То есть нельзя, чтобы кто-то из них упал. Так, ну Боингл, как всегда, несется вперед. Так, значит, танк наш идет вперед. Так делаем. Так, а где этот стоит? А, нормально. То есть сейчас тогда фиганем их вот так вот. Ну, попробуем его тоже как танк завязать. Посмотрим. Теперь надо прожать вот эту штуку. Отлично. И вот туда пробегаем. Так, только здесь Friendly Fire очень жесткий.
Yes.
Так, а ты бей вот этого товарища. Так, а тут что? А ты вот так делай. А ты вот иди бей тех, кто впереди. Отлично. Вот так. Хорош. Так, прожмем дефенс ему. Так, ну это что-то как-то вообще хреново танкует, честно говоря. Да, посмотрим, как у него вот разрубающий удар. Ну-ка. Ух, нифига себе. То есть он такой дамагер, на самом деле.
Yes.
Так. Давайте сюда. Так, а ты тогда вот так. Да, вот так. Хорош. Отлично. Давай щитом. Во. И вперед. Хорош.
Yes.
А, там лучники, да? Блин. Тогда понятно. Все с тобой понятно, иди сюда. Надо, чтобы у него регенерная способность. Так, ты давай туда. И ты тоже сюда. Вот так. Хорош. Реген есть, прыгаем наверх. Окей. Так, как-то так. Хорош. Прыгнул туда прям вообще по красоте. Там есть еще лучники? А, ой, там вон еще лучники. Хорош. Ой, что-то здесь. Давайте вот так. Раз. Два.
Yes.
И здесь надо спасать нашего товарища. Попробуем вот так. Хорош. Ой. Сейчас его просто снесут. Давай так и убегай. Ну он хорош, он очень много дамажит. Но блин. Давайте не его возьмем, а вот этого возьмем. Подождите. Вот так вот. Попробуем. Так. Давай сюда беги. Ты беги сюда. И ты тоже беги сюда. Отлично, так. Так. Теперь пора прыгать. Привет, чуваки. Хорош. Сразу вот это прожимаем. Так. А ты прячься под щитом. Отлично. Ну, так мне может просто дамага не хватать. Хотя... Да. Хорош. Так, ты давай под щит опять прячься. Не-не, вот это, по-моему, заходит. Так. Нет, мне нужно вот это. Не-не-не-не. Вот так. Хорош. Ой, там меня выносят. Так, валим. Отлично, все бьют вот этого. Вот туда вот кинем. О, хорош. Так, а ты под щит давай. Не-не-не. Вот так. Отлично.
Yes?
What is it? Oink, oink, little piggies!
What do you want me to do? Yes?
Хорош.
I'm with you.
Валим отсюда. Так. Прожимаем дефенс.
Say goodbye forever.
At once.
Ой, там нашего ювелира мочат.
What do you want me to do?
Ну, давай туда кинь стекляшки. И вали отсюда. Это если ему дать дефенс, еще, по-моему, вообще отличный танк. Так, на себя агрим. Отлично. Какая-то прям полезная способность у этого ювелира. Да, он вообще самый полезный член команды. Так, и вот так. Такое, его главное сейчас не залить. О, опять бьют. Давай под щит. И этому надо тоже отсюда сваливать. Так, а ты давай щитом. Хорош. Ты орки наймите ассасина. Так, ну он под щитом сидит и его все бьет. Так, вот так вот. Окей. У меня там лучники фигарят, вот это вот проблема. Хорош. свалим отсюда. Сюда. Так, давай опять обратно под щит. А ты фигач. Нет, еще щитом. Покрасим херников в зеленый. Хорош. И кидаем вон туда, пусть все побегут за драгоценностями. Никто не хочет бежать.
Yes?
Так, вот так. Так мне не хватает дамага, понимаете?
What do you want me to do?
Ой, они все туда побежали, отлично. Это так. Хорош. Нет, вот так. И теперь мы всех вот этих набегающих товарищей просто щитом. Хорошо. И откинем.
Yes?
He hardly put up a fight. And what now? Who's next? Another one bites the dust. Oink, oink, little piggies! Very hard. He hardly put up a fight.
Is it finally over? Is it something
Так, давай туда кинем, пусть они опять туда побегут. Отлично, и здесь мы просто еще раз щитом пойдем.
Too easy. And what now? Killed.
Хорош.
Yes?
For Vracus.
Так,
What is it?
надо валить отсюда.
Of course.
Вот надо бить вот этого.
Yes?
Ну, давайте так.
What is it?
Отлично.
I have
Смотрите, то есть они вот набегают вот так вот за сокровищами. Можно их так контролить очень легко. Не-не, этот ювелир, это имба очень просто.
Ow! Hey! And what now? Oink, oink, little
Ой.
piggies!
А вот это уже не имба. Нет, тут тролль приперся, огр приперся.
I just need a little rest.
Огр был неожидаем. Какие-то гномы массового поражения пишут в чатике, да. Так, сложность высокая, это зря. Это не для меня. Но я не могу ставить сложность низкую, похиржена. Да. Давайте я дам вот это вот ему. То есть талисман защиты будет у него.
Huh?
There. Yes, that'll be safe, will it?
Так,
What do you want me to do?
Боиндил, беги сюда. Теперь ты.
Yes?
Там, где там?
Yes.
Вот, ты тут.
What is it?
Отлично. Ты кидаешь все сокровища вот сюда.
Yes?
После этого просто отваливаешь.
Oh, all right then.
Yes?
End it. Yes?
Не. Не-не-не, вот это. Вот это.
What do you
Так,
want me to do?
нажимаем Defense и прыгаем наверх. Вот так вот. Отлично, тут все свалились.
Yes?
И прячешься под щитом.
What is it?
Хирники, это хорошо, нам надо валить спать, говорит Бриджстал. Спокойной ночи, Бриджстал. Я думаю, я сейчас вот этот файт закончу и тоже, наверное, закончу стрим. Если я смогу пройти этот файт.
What do you want me to do?
Так, давайте стекляшки опять кинем их на него. Хорошо. Отлично. Так, тут все плохо, да? Но с другой стороны, лучников я убрал, да? Поэтому просто напрыгиваем. Так вот. Хорош.
Yes? I didn't hit you very hard. And what now?
Вот так вот.
And again.
Yes?
Is it something bad?
As no one bites the dust.
Не-не-не, вот так. Отлично. Хорош. Но опять стреляет. Очень плохо. Хорош.
Oink, oink, little piggies! Yes?
Yes.
И сразу кидаем вот сюда.
And again. Huh? Kill.
Uh-huh.
Там вот огр приперся, это да.
Easy.
Это проблема. А теперь обратно побежим. Надо свалить отсюда.
What do you want me to do?
I didn't hit you very hard.
Вот, кстати... О, я сейчас зацеплю.
What is it? What is it?
Нет, 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 ты должен прыгнуть вот сюда. А, все. Да. Возможно, мне не хватает дамага. Так мне не хватает танка.
Yes?
Может, не надо под лучников бежать. Давайте тогда первую толпу встретим здесь.
That'll be safe, will it?
Вот здесь. Они бегут там. А так они не бегут, как нехорошие люди. Один орк прибежал, отлично. А, у меня же есть
Is
этот.
it something bad?
Да, вот это.
Maybe it's better there.
Yes? And what now? Oink, oink, little piggies! Huh?
Uh-huh.
What do you
Так, а ты вообще
want me to
давай
do?
под щит.
He hardly put up a fight.
Is it something bad?
Отлично.
Finally over.
Хорош.
Huh?
Yeah! What is it? Another one that would yes. I'm with you. Too easy.
Так,
Yes.
What is it?
Yes?
Так. Что-то я не знаю. Как-то все они терпят. Давай еще под щит.
I didn't hit you very hard. And what now?
Вот так вот.
I knew it. You're going to leave me here to perish.
He hardly put up a fight.
Maybe it's better there.
Kill. No, if you insist.
What is it?
Так.
Too easy. What is it? And what now?
And again.
Vile creature. Yes?
Так, а что
Is
тут-то?
it something bad?
Господи, он до сих пор с одним орком рубится.
Put up a fight.
What do you want me to do? Maybe it's better there. Pretty big.
Так, еще набегает.
That'll be safe, will it?
Правильно ли я делаю, что я дерусь? Сколько они будут набегать? А там стрелы, конечно, очень фигово.
If you insist. That'll be safe, will it?
Maybe it's better there. Hey, hey.
Так, ну пусть он лечится.
Oink, oink, little piggies! Another one bites.
Да, мне задание достичь выхода надо идти, но при этом там очень много дамага мне выносит. Давайте попробуем мимо лучников как-то пройти.
That'll be safe, will it?
А, я понял. То есть они идут все время. Вот сюда.
Yes. Hey, hey.
Huh? He hardly put up a fight with pleasure.
Understood.
Ой. Вот это я зря сделал. Так, ты под щит.
What is it?
I knew it. You're going to
И
leave me
опять
here
под
to
щит.
perish.
Давай под щит. Мгм.
Yes?
He didn't hit you very hard.
Help! Help!
Такой паникер, конечно.
You're going to
Хорош.
leave me here to
What is
perish.
it? Too easy. Yes?
Не-не-не, куда ты побежал?
On my way. At once.
Не-не-не.
Help!
Так,
Is it something
давай ты иди вот
bad?
сюда. Прячься под щит.
What is it?
Ага, и еще.
At once. End it.
Is it
On my way.
finally over?
Отлично. Мгм. Надо было первую волну отбить, как я и сделал, а потом, соответственно, сразу убежать.
That was refreshing. Hey, here comes some more. 3, 4, 5, 5 or 6.
5 or 6? Oh, phew. He means 5 or 600.
Goimgar turns white as a sheet.
That's too many. To the city. Come on.
5 или 6 сотен. Нет, это Бондил, это топовый персонаж здесь. Так, отлично. Ну, неплохо.
You flee towards Mifidania, with Goimgar out ahead. The orcs at his back seem to have mobilized unimagined powers in him, and he reaches the gate first, hammering manically against it. He says something and scurries through a small gateway that has been opened to him. Moments later, you also reach the gate.
Get in, quickly!
You push your way through the gate as the first orc arrows slam into the wood next to you.
Единственное, что он очень хорошо стражи умеет уговаривать. Этого у него, конечно, не отнять. Просто хорош. В первой части, я напоминаю, нас в город не пустили даже. Несмотря на орков за стенами.
The other dwarf said we should bolt the gate behind him, but we could use all the help we can get when the orcs come.
That treacherous sissy, where is he?
Boandal and I will look for him. Boindeal and Bavragor, help the city guards in any way you can.
You were certain the two of them wouldn't be much help in the search for Goimgar.
Так, и что? Я так понимаю, нужно найти этого товарища? Ага. О, во-первых, надо закупиться.
I am glad that the children of Vracus are here. What can I do for you, sir?
The man tries to give off an air of normality, but he occasionally glances nervously over to the city wall.
Так, надо продать вот это вот. Надо купить еще еды. Ну, вот, наверное, где-то... Нас 5, да? Соответственно, 5 дней. 50. И... Талисман затяжного боя. Блин. Я могу 2 купить каких-то. Лишнее очко действия. Ну вот это у меня такое уже есть. Вот это я точно возьму. Наверное, вот это возьму. Окей.
This is the biggest human city I've ever seen. After Parista.
You haven't chosen a very good time to take a look at Mifidania, sir. And I don't just mean because of the orcs outside our gates. The winter is only just now retreating into the mountains. In a couple of weeks, it will be spring, and the city will burst into bloom.
The man glances at the city wall once again.
At least, I hope it will.
Have you heard any news from other lands?
Nodon is rampaging through the land with his orcs and the Alpha. The Magi are all dead, and no one has heard any more of the host that moved against Porista. These are dark times, but I think it's important that we don't despair. We must trust in the gods. We have to.
You would have liked to have told the trader that, as well as trusting in the gods, he should also wish you and your companions luck. But that would have just led to more questions.
Farewell and good luck.
Так, хорошо.
Weyern has many huge lakes and is rich in a variety of fish and seafood. As the mountains of the dwarves are far away from these large lakes, most of the fish are not part of their normal diet. Weyern is well known for its love of the written word. Some of the scripts on offer are known to you from Lot Yonan's library.
The fabulous Rodario.
Cometh, dear spectators, cometh and see. Let the Theatre Curiosum, with its star actor, the fabulous Rodario, the mysterious Nomora, and the genius Magister Technicus Fergus, carry you off to another world. Now see and hear, dear spectators, the truth about Nudin the Knowledge Lusty, who disposed of the other Magi in a most horrifying way and plunged Girdlegard into disaster.
Girdlegard, it will be mine.
Lot Yonan?
Вот это было неожиданно.
When you murdered Frala and the others...
To your horror, you realize that you can no longer talk. You feel a lump in your throat, and your eyes begin to burn, as images of the vaults and Cintharus appear in front of you.
I see that my first strike really hit you, Groundling. Oh, how they screamed. If only you had been there to help them.
What do you want with my rucksack? If you're looking for provisions, you could have just asked me nicely.
I'm not interested in what's in the rucksack. I only know that the Lord of the Perished Land wants it. So he will have it.
Your master doesn't tell you much by the sounds of it. Either he doesn't trust you, or he's in the habit of not talking about his business with servants.
You feel the blade cutting into your skin, and you take it as a sign of a small victory.
This way!
Was that an elf?
If we're quick, we'll get that long ear yet.
Alarm! Alarm! The orcs are attacking!
Come, we must defend the walls.
Аларм. Отлично. Ох. Так.
Understood.
То есть, сохраниться нам не дадут. Нам нужно уничтожить все лестницы.
Understood.
That'll be safe, will it?
Good Game лагает в самый неподходящий момент. Ой, там чувак упал меня. Вообще есть рестрим на Twitch и на YouTube. Видел? Так что ты можешь посмотреть. Сейчас я посмотрю, не я ли это лагаю. Возможно, это у меня, кстати, был пролаг. Я вот не уверен, потому что немножко дропов загенерилось. Смотрю. А, да, это дропы пошли у меня. Хорошо. У нас есть автосейв. Я думаю, что мы продолжим в следующий раз, потому что у меня дропы пошли. Я так понимаю, что это дропы до Good Game. Вот. Я думаю, на этом мы закончим, потому что я сейчас не готов еще один файт делать. Спасибо за то, что смотрели. И продолжим в следующий раз. Ориентировочно либо завтра вечером, либо в следующие выходные. Все. Завтра будет веснот. Соответственно, разбор демок с ладдера и турниров. Видел, там на ютубе будет запись, ты можешь посмотреть. Вот. А вообще он просто сдрапал. Но он увидел, что там прибежала помощь и убежал. Вот. Завтра будет разбор демок веснота с турнира, соответственно, Back to Веснот, а также с польского турнира и с ладдера. Все, всем спокойной ночи и пока-пока. Удачи, хорошей недели.